Welcome back, and let's get rolling into a new day. To start that day off, I've got a little story, or how Rollen didn't jump the shark by going with the truth. Turns out I was had my own issues with a camera coming in the kitchen, and threw a little tantrum, wasn't happy, and really internalized it all for a bit. Vented it out to the places it needed to go. Talked about it on the channel. Got some good advice from Robert. Got to explain what jumping the shark means to Ange. And the next day I went in, yesterday, went in, and the owner was there. And I said, hey, here's what happened. I was really mean to Lauren. Uh, I don't I don't covet food, even though I cook. it's I don't. Turns out I live on sugar and poison, so the fish and the steaks and all that doesn't get me very excited. So it's kind of an a hole about that. I just wanted to work. Well, I'm going to be watched all day. I'll just work. And I explained all this to the owner and was reassured that everything is cool, that it didn't actually have anything to do with me. I believe it was the cooks who worked 5-hour shifts a few days in a row and claimed they were so overworked they couldn't work no more. I am back to being the only cook there. Uh, I am now 6 days a week. I got a bonus of more time, responsibility, and hours, leading to a bigger paycheck. Oh, Rollen is not complaining. And the true form, Mr. RJS, he's super happy for the most part. The evening ended weird, though, with a bridge burning. And it turns out that I'm not capable of talking to people that are 3 sheets to the wind. I'm argumentative. And it turns out just because you're drunk doesn't mean you're right. It means you're easily excitable, but doesn't mean you're right. And then I don't actually have to talk about my real life, so it got complicated. And unfortunately, there was a bridge being built between the two of us, and we just we burned that to the ground. But that's okay. That's just life. Uh, uh, when you're going with the truth, sometimes you have to accept the fact that the truth is what it is, and the illusionary outcomes one wishes for are not always going to present themselves. And sometimes you just got to go with reality. And the reality was, yeah, no, I got to deal with things as I got to deal with them. And being honest was the key. Because it turns out Lauren came in and was explaining what happened, and his answer was, he told me already. I had already explained what happened. Preemptively nipping it in the bud, going, yeah, no, it turns out I was an asshole. You notice how I still show up 10 minutes early to every shift and then do everything I'm asked to do? That's what I would measure my paycheck by, not my pissy convict attitude over a camera on the wall. I got over that. I'm still uncomfortable, but I was informed I can do something about that if so be. Yeah, if I'm having some breakdown, maybe I can just hang a coat over it for a bit. Turns out I don't want to steal from them. I just want to be left alone for a minute. I don't think that's too unfair. When you constantly rise to the occasion, sometimes you might need to release and just. Is anybody looking at me? No. Okay, back to it. So all in all, instead of making a big deal of it and laying stuff on the line, this is as close as old Rollen has come to getting his act together, which, funny enough, was what the burning bridges were about. Uh, I was misinterpreted as something I'm not, but that's okay. They don't actually know everything I went through, so it's easy to make assumptions when it's closing time and stumbling out the door, which no disrespect. If that's how you want to spend your time, you can spend your time that way. I like, smoking. Weird. So, someone did mention let the camera catch your innate abilities. Uh, Oddly enough, that was part of my breakdown. I dropped something and I caught it, and I'm like, I don't want someone else's video to catch something cool of me. If I'm ever gonna do something cool, I'd prefer it to be my own video to catch it. I really don't want that to be someone else's property. Um, I already know what I am. So having someone have to, hey, come on down, have some, man, come on down, have some food, and is what it is. I do it for real all the time. I don't need another person to capture it. But at the same time, I'm like, well, they definitely get to now witness the amount of extra work I do. Because it turns out I'm not opposed to getting down on my hands and knees and scrubbing something, whether it be the floor, the legs of a table, drip of grease here or there. Yeah, it turns out you just get down there and clean it up. I'm positive that chased off one of the cooks, I think, in 2 days, because I guess going the distance was not going to happen. Hey, who knew? So here's my advice to everyone, and you take it for whatever it is, a grain of salt. But perpetuating a lie, or pretending something didn't happen, or somehow justifying that our feelings are so important that they overpower reality, that just wasn't true. As uncomfortable as I was, that's just something I have to get over. And it turns out being honest was the actual answer. Was there possible consequences? Yeah, sure. I was a dick. I was like really grumpy a-hole. I just didn't take it out on the customer's food or make it visible to them. That's the thing, is you have to protect the customers from that, weirdly enough. That's the truth too. They don't come back if everything's a shit show. So I had to ensure that I wasn't out there strapping on the skis and going for the big win, and I didn't. I just went for, let's be a normal everyday cat. Meow. So we've got some Hammerfall, Sound and the Fury, some baby metal, and I'm gonna try a Dan Vask. So here, if they come up, then, I was truthful with you. If they don't, oh, well, probably something went wrong. Till the reactions start, hopefully we'll see you there. Take care. Big weekend coming up. I'm going to try to do my best, but they usually take and serve my ass on a platter right back to me on Friday and Saturdays. So, we'll see what can happen. Otherwise, I hope everybody is well out there. Take care. Give care. Do what you got to do. Obviously, current events did create any sort of meltdown scenario, so it's I don't think anybody has to worry. You know, who knows what the truth of all that'll be? We'll find that out some other time. All right, talk to you later.